This is Jeanne Crescenzo bringing you the Galactic Vibrational forecast for the week. Now this is an interesting week this week because the vibrations that are coming through are actually calling us to take action and asking us to work together as a team towards a goal rather than focusing away and focusing solely on self and going into our inner world. So this is a little bit different from the previous few weeks where it was more about working with the energy, going within your own energy, doing some healing, doing some listening. And now the vibrations that are coming in are talking about a very transformational change, transformational action, and taking action and working with your team. And that includes your spiritual team that you have around you, your angels, your cosmic angels, your light beings, and calling on them to help you manifest and help. There is also a nature element to this. So as you can see, I'm wearing my little power animal, the horned owl, this time to kind of support the nature element that's kind of coming through. And yes, this is about the galactic vibration, but the nature element does play a role in this week's connection and change that's we're supposed to be working on. So these supportive vibrations that are coming in, some of this is coming from the star systems, different star systems, and one of it is coming from our own planetary system, or one of the planets from our planetary system. So the first vibration that's sort of coming through is the vibration of Lyra. Now, if you're familiar with the cosmic history of Lyra, is that we are, as the human race, sort of descended from those from Lyra, and that the people from Lyra and the star seeds from Lyra are one of the oldest civilizations who went through the cosmic sort of journey themselves, and went in their evolution themselves and colonized many different places or seeded many different places. Now the specific vibration surrounding this, if you're familiar with the major arcana in tarot, is the Tower card. And that's the energy that I can relate to this specific connection. And this is the Lyran energy that's coming through, is really asking us within ourselves to really decide what it is that we want and decide what it is that we're willing to change and leave behind. It also talks about abrupt or sudden change that allow us to break old patterns, old ways of doing things, old toxic connections, relationships, whatever it is, where we're leaving behind old karma or old connections. We're releasing that. We're meant to start our lives from a higher vibration now and go into directly, more deeply into discovering our purpose. So that's the supportive vibration coming from the Lyran cosmic energy, if you will. Now that leads us into our relationship with ourself as well, and connection to others, is we're being asked to take whatever we have, that the fear-based energy that we have, still sort of simmering and connecting with us, and wanting, as we're vibrating higher, wanting to sort of dig its claws in there. It doesn't want to let go yet. We're really asked to heal that from within by looking at our own ego patterns and how our ego patterns play a role in getting in the way of our true, as I call it, our true juicy life experience, where we really live our lives and really connect with the joy of our lives and live the life that we want and create the life that we want. We may not be where we want to be. Doesn't mean we can't create the life that we want. So we're really being asked to look at that and shift and change that from the ego level, because that will send out a ripple effect with everyone around us, to show them by example that yes, you can do this, you can change your life, you can succeed, you can find your center of peace or create the dream that you always wanted. So that's the energy, that's supportive energy that's coming in there. We're also being reminded that we work with many masters, ascended masters, many beings of light, many angelic sources, and that we're being asked to, when we find ourselves going back into that place of ego and of fear and of rejecting ourselves and our situations, because we can't really change our situation without accepting it. They are saying that they are here to help us, kind of guide us and bring us closer to ourselves on our journey, and bring us out of that place of fear into complete trust and radiance, as we talked about in the last week's video about going deeper into trust. Now they're saying, we're here to help you through this. We're here to help you maintain that deep level of trust so that you can continue moving forward and receive that support that you need to kind of move through this tunnel that we're still kind of moving through. What they're saying is that there is a light at the end of this tunnel, like we talked about last time, but we're still kind of moving through the dark phase, which is releasing the aspects of ego that hold us back, because we hold us back. Now we can shift blame and we can say that everyone else holds us back, but that's not necessarily true. It's us who hold us back. It's our choices and how we react and how we decide to perceive our experience that really hold us back. Now, the cosmic element from our own planetary system is the vibrational quality of Mars that's sort of coming in. And what I'm receiving from that is this is about taking action. And during that time when we were listening and receiving messages, which was the supportive vibration, now it's time to act upon that guidance, act upon the guidance that you've been receiving, act upon your gut instincts that have been telling you to take action in a certain area. That's what this week is about. It's about change, it's about action. We're also being called to use our voice. Now, unleashing the power of the throat chakra is going to really put it out there to the universe and what you're manifesting. This is what I want. This is how I am going to manifest what I want, but I'm going to need your help. So can you bring me a 50% universe? I'll do my 50. It's really about expressing your needs. This is also about expressing your boundary with other people who may be projecting upon you their wants and needs versus you really discovering that and really voicing that. So you can take action in an appropriate way. Another element that's coming through also has to do with our past Earth history, which is Atlantis, which asks us to look at our willingness to change and willingness to really go through a radical shift in our being and say, is this what we really want? And do we really want to change? And we really have to be committed to that. It's about committing to that change, because things didn't quite work out so well in Atlantis, and the hoarding of wisdom and just too much knowledge and not enough wisdom is what I mean. And this is really asking us to tap into our wisdom and make a change from that, rather than seeing what we know in front of us and going by that. It's really about, again, it's that intuitive piece about listening within. Now, the nature piece in that is we have all the support from the celestial realms, but what about the nature angels? What about the elemental kingdom and the essence of your animal spirits and your animal guides that are around you? And that's what they want me to let you know, is that they are here to support your journey as well. And when we are looking for support from our animal kingdom and strength from our animal totems and messengers, if you will, we must do something kind in return for the earth to sort of really get that oomph of support, of especially from the fairy kingdom, and they can really help us connect with that energy and connect and build upon our manifestation and our action-oriented steps much, much quicker. We're also being called to spend more time in nature. As we're doing all this activating, changing, action, we might become a little stressed out. And it's important for us to really go in nature, really spend some time around some green things, because the plants have a beautiful ability of pulling that negative stress energy out of our energy bodies and out of our physical bodies and from our mind, and sort of transmuting it into a more neutral place within the whole earth vibration. So when you're doing that, please ask the fairies and the elementals to help you, and they will do so, and in turn do something kind for the environment, like picking up some trash, or planting a garden, or just tending to nature in general, and being aware that use eco-friendly products, whatever the case may be. But they're really asking us to connect more deeply in nature, because as we do so, we are being connected more deeply with our true guidance that really connects us with the action steps that we need to take. So take some time, take a breath in nature, and listen. And then act, because it's all about change, it's all about action, and it's all about going into your center of fearlessness and really connecting with the divine purpose that you have this week. And I want to thank you for tuning in on this week's Galactic Vibrational process. And as always, feel free to contact me through my website at the end of this video.